Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome to the online class. So as you know that yesterday we have finished our Marigold book chapter and that was unit 3 Robinson Crusoe, right? Discover footprint. So today we are here with the Bacon Reader book and today we'll see a new chapter of this Bacon Reader book, that is The Wolf and the Seven Young Kids. And who is the writer of this story? Who has written this story? William Jacob Grimm. Okay, William Jacob Grimm. So here some words are given at the beginning of the chapter, that is rough chalk and scissors. This rough chalk and scissors means why it is given here? It is given here because it has some special. It is described in such a way in the chapter that it means a lot in this chapter. It has a special way to describe the things in this chapter. Okay, so they are the important words of the situation. Okay, now see. Now we'll continue the chapter. Okay. There was once an old goat who had 7 little kids. She loved them as all as much as any other mother ever loved her children. So, who was there? An old goat, and she lived with 7 little kids. Okay, and she loved them all very much, just like the mother. You know how our mother loves. Okay, as she is angry with us, also, even if she is angry with us, she'll love us, right? So like that, this old goat was has too much affection for her their children. Okay, now see. One day the old goat wished to go into the woods to get food for her kids. One day, what the old goat thought of? She thought of going to into the woods and she'll take some food for her children, for her kids. Before she started, she called them all to her and said, before leaving from the house, she told every kids that she'll tell, dear children, I am going into the woods. I am going into the woods. No, now do not open the door while I'm away. Means I'm going to tell you something, that I am going to the woods for taking some food for you. But when I'll leave the house, I'll tell you that no, do not open the door while I am away. Until when I didn't come to the house, please do not open the door of your house. Why? If the old wolf should get into our hut, he would eat you all up and not a hair would be left. She told that, you know why I'm telling you that you don't have to open the doors? It is why, because an old wolf is there who, if he will get into our house, into our hut, then he will not leave us, he will eat, and not a hair would be left. You can easily tell him by his rough voice and his black feet. You can easily recognize him. You can easily recognize him by his rough voice and his black feet. Dear mother, cried all the young kids, we will be careful not to let the old wolf in. Okay, okay, mother, we'll take care of this. We will not let the old wolf come inside our house. You don't worry, you can leave. We'll manage. We'll not allow that old wolf to get in our house. You know, you need not think of us at all, for we shall be quite safe. Don't worry, we will be safe. So the old goat went on her way into the dark woods. She had not been gone long when there came a loud rap at the door, and a voice cried, she didn't get back soon. It got long time, and when she didn't return the house, a loud rap at the door could be heard, and a voice cried, "Open the door, my dear children. I have something here for each of you." Okay, now a sound came at the door. What was that? "Open the door, my dear children. I have something here for each of you." But the young kids knew by the rough voice that this was the old wolf, as her mother told what? That you can easily identify the old wolf. How? By his rough voice and his black feet. But the young kids understood that this is not their mother and it is an old wolf. So one of them said, "We shall not open the door. Our mother's voice is soft and gentle. Your voice is rough and you are a wolf." So, as her mother instructed them that how you can recognize a wolf, the one of the seven kids told that we know that you are not our mother. Our mother voice is sweet and soft and gentle, but your voice is rough and you are a wolf. We know that. The old wolf ran away to a shop where he ate a piece of white chalk to make his voice soft. So now, after listening to the old goat children, kids, that she instructed them as their voice, as her mother voice was sweet and the old wolf voice was rough. After listening this, wolf ran to the shop and he ate a piece of chalk. Then he went back to the goat's hut and rapped at the door. He spoke in a soft voice and said, "Open the door for me. My dear children, I am your mother. I am your mother." Now, the old wolf ate that chalk piece, and now he is telling in a very soft voice that, "Open the door for me. My dear children, I am back." But the oldest little goat thought of what his mother had said. Now again one of the seven kids thought that what our mother told, how can we recognize? By his soft voice, by his rough voice of the wolf and the black feet of the wolf. "If you are our mother, put your foot on the windowsill that we may see it." Now again he thought of that another thing what our mother told to how we can recognize that the foot of the wolf. Now one of them told that, "Please put your foot on the windowsill and we'll see your foot color and we'll recognize whether you are our mother or not." When the wolf had done this, all the little goats cried out, "No, no, no, you are not our mother." When the old wolf put his leg on the windowsill, all the seven kids cried out, "No, no, you are not our mother. We shall not open the door. Our mother's feet are white and yours are black. Go away, you are the wolf." Now, very confidently, all the seven kids told that, "No, no, you are not our mother because our mother's feet is white. You can go back. You are wolf." Then the wolf went to the baker's and said to him, "Mr. Baker, put some flour on my foot, for I have hurt it." The baker was so afraid of the wolf that he did as he told. Now, after listening the seven kids, he went back to the baker's shop and he told what? That apply some powder flour on my food, so that because I have hurt it. The baker was so afraid of the wolf that he did exactly what the wolf said to him. Then the wicked wolf went to the goat's house again and said, "Open the door, dear children, for I am your mother." Now he ate some chalk piece and applied some flour on his foot also. Now he is all set to enter the house. Okay, so as he reached up to the old goat house, what he said again? He said, "Open the door, dear children, for I am your mother." "Show us your foot," said the little kid. Now again the little kid told that, "Please show your foot." So the wolf put his one white foot on the windowsill. Now the wolf set his foot on the windowsill and it was complete white. When the little kids say that it was white, they thought this was really their mother and they opened the door. What they did, after listening that soft voice, after seeing that white food, the little kids realized that it is our mother, we should open the door. In jumped the ugly When they opened the door, in jumped the ugly old wolf, and all the little kids ran to hide themselves. Now what happened? They had done mistake. All the means After opening that gate, the old wolf, ugly wolf came in, and after seeing him, all the seven kids ran and hid himself. The first hid under the table, the second in the bed, the third in the oven, the fourth in the kitchen, the fifth in the cupboard, and the sixth under the washtub, and the seventh, who was the smallest of all, in the tall clock. So there are the places where the seven kids of old goat got hide. The wolf quickly found and gobbled up all but the youngest, who was in the clock. Means the wolf gobbled means swallow everyone. Every He find every kids, and he gobbled everyone. Only one, except one who was the smallest, he got hide behind the wall, behind the clock, behind the tall clock. Then the wolf, who fled sleepy, went out and lay down on the green grass. Soon he was fast asleep. Now what happened? After gobbled all the children, wolf felt sleepy and he went out and lay down on the green grass. Not long after this, the old goat came home from the woods. Ah, what did he see? See she. The house door was wide open. The tables and chairs were upset. All were like scattered here and there, because wolf find all the kids, and he scattered everything. The washtub was broken in pieces, and the bed was tipped over. "Where are my children?" cried the poor goat. When she came back to home, what did she see? She see the doors are wide open. All the things of the furniture, tables, chairs, all were upset. Washtub was broken, and the bed was broken. "Where are my children?" cried the poor goat. At last she heard a little voice crying, "Dear mother, here I am in the tall clock." The old goat helped the little goat out. Soon she learned how the wolf had eaten her dear children. Then she went out of the hut, and there on the grass lay the wolf sound asleep. After listening the smallest kid, she knew that what had happened in her absence, and she went out the house, and she could see the wolf was fast asleep on the ground. As the goat looked at the wicked old wolf, she thought she saw something jumping about inside him. Something was jumping inside the stomach of the wolf. Ah, she said, "It may be that my poor children are still alive." She thought that this wolf had gobbled everyone. He didn't chewed, he gobbled. Gobbled means nigalna. Okay. The wolf got gobbled everyone. Okay, and she thought that, I mean, something was jumping inside wolf. So she thought, the old girl thought, that my poor children are still alive. So she sent the little kid into the house for a pair of scissors and a needle and some thread. She quickly cut a hole in the side of the wicked old wolf. At first snip of the scissors, one of the kids stuck out his head. As all the kids were alive, she cut a hole inside the stomach of that wolf. One stepped out, and later all the kids came out. As the goat cut, more and more heat popped out. At last, all six of the kids jumped out upon the grass. They went hopping and skipping about their mother. Then the old goat said to them, "Go and bring me some large stones from the brook." Okay? From pound, go and bring some stones. The seven little kids ran off to the brook and soon came back with the seven large stones. They put these stones inside the wicked old wolf, in the stomach of that old wolf. The old goat swept up the wolf's side so gently and quietly that he did not wake up or move. When at last the wicked wolf did wake up, the great stones inside him made him feel very heavy. Means he thought that I have gobbled all the kids, and now I am stomach full. He was so thirsty too, so he walked down to the brook to drink. So after waking up, the wolf got means he thought of drinking some water, and he get down to the brook and to drink some water. The stones were so heavy that they tipped him over the edge of the bank into the deep water, and he was drowned. As the stomach was fully, it was totally heavy. When he leaned to drink some water, he got leaned, and later he fall down into the water and he got drowned under the water. So as the way the old god saved her six children, and they were all safe. Okay, so this is all about the this chapter, the wolf and the seven kids, how the wolf cheated and ate the old kids, sorry, ate the old goat kids. Okay, cheated by cheating, or he did this. Okay, so never cheat to achieve something. Okay, the moral of the story is that never cheat to achieve something. Okay, so all the best to everyone. This is all about the chapter.